Hey Burgles, hey Log Bull. You got Ron Beard here. We are working on the old Kz1000. I'm going to show you a little bit today. A little bit I've been working on. I got it pretty well stripped down. The only thing left really, I'm pulling off all the electrical wiring, which I hope I don't need a lot of it in the end, because I don't know where any of it goes. Doesn't matter. But the most important part, I got this guy right here. That's the electronic ignition, and it wires all the way up to, let's see if you can see those, the coil packs. But here's all the mess of wires that go to this thing. And then that guy right there, we'll see how much of that I need. I gotta look up a little bit more, do a little more research on it, but working on taking all the electrical stuff off, and then we'll slowly start to get the bike tore down, pull the motor out, start working on the frame. So I haven't decided. There's Kendall actually came up with a really good idea. If you look at the tail end of the bike here and compare it to the back wheel, so the center line of the wheel is what they say standard cafe racers are supposed to be the tail is supposed to be no longer than the axle of the rear wheel. Now mine obviously is a little bit longer than that, but 6 to 8 inches longer. I don't think really was gonna make that big of a deal to me. And it has a really nice bracket. Sorry, you can't really see it. Get a better look. Really nice bracket on the back for a plate or a light. I think I'm probably gonna take these off, maybe just cut them off. And then this guy right here is the 2 bolts that will bolt into the mud flap that sits underneath, the mud guard that sits down in here above the tire. So a little bit of work to do. Probably end up buying a few parts. Hopefully not get too far into it with money, and see if we can make a good project. But let me know what you think. I'm gonna repaint. Here's all my other parts sitting on the floor here. I'm gonna repaint the tank, and probably repaint the plastic fender, just because they're sun damaged and worn. I'll probably repaint the frame. I don't know if I'm gonna stick with black. Burgles, you came up with a pretty good point. Bikes that have colored frames always tend to catch eyes a lot better, and they tend to have a different look to them. So we'll see. I'm not sure exactly what the plan is with her yet, but slowly coming apart. So I'll have to buy a rear wheel. I don't know if anybody noticed just in the video right now, rear wheel spoked with a tube, and the front tubeless. The reason I did that, I swapped out the front end so I could have dual front disc brakes. On these old bikes, the motor is very, very big, and the brakes on them are not very good. So I wanted to upgrade to I pulled parts off of an 83 Kz1000 to get the dual front disc brakes. I think it was a good choice. I'll probably have to do a little modification up at the handlebars and the stem for the tank when I put it back on. But all in all, I think it's going to be a good project, and I'll keep you updated.